Zigzodius here, bringing you guys a quick tutorial on how to make your own free thumbnails. Hey guys, Zigzodius here, bringing you guys an informational tutorial video on how to make your own thumbnails. I've been having some troubles along the way making thumbnails. I've always had problems with that. I've never really had the GFX software to do so, and I never really felt the need to go out and spend money on GFX software that I'm only going to use for thumbnails, because I'm not really into GFX. My best friend Matt, he makes GFX continuously, so I don't really need to learn how at this point in time. So I just thought it would be great so that I could make my own thumbnails and I wouldn't have to call on other people to make them, and I could make them how I wanted and all that stuff. So I was looking it up. I was looking on Google. I was trying to find YouTube videos and stuff, but it was all outdated. None of the software worked. I could never find the websites. The websites didn't exist anymore. None of that stuff happened. So I went looking on Google. I was looking up GFX, stuff like that, for thumbnails, channel art, things like that. And I came across Panzoid. You guys can see in the top here, so I highlighted panzoid.com. Alright, so you type that in, you hit enter, and this is what shows up. You see a video of the day, Panzoid, forum, tools, submit, blah blah blah. This is completely free. Let me remind you, it is completely free. You don't need to pay for anything. There's no trials, there's nothing like that. You only get half the tools. You get all the tools, you get everything you need. So as you can see here, there's a clip maker, blah blah blah. I have no idea how to use that. I'm not even going to go into that. And here's Backgrounder 3. This is what I use to make my thumbnails now. I'm going to show you guys a little tutorial on how to use this, and that's about it, guys. So what I normally do, I start from scratch. As you see, it's a blank screen. It has tons of different modes. YouTube 1, YouTube channel art, that's your AVI, YouTube thumbnail, Twitter, Facebook cover photo, video frame 1080p, video frame 720p. What I use for thumbnails, YouTube thumbnail, of course. I just use a black background because I usually don't use the background for anything. Now what I do is, I search for a new tab. Let's say we're doing Advanced Warfare. Look up Advanced Warfare. You can look up template or just plain Advanced Warfare. Template makes it so for YouTube thumbnails they have to be a certain template size. They have to be a certain size to fit into the box. So what I do is search up template, because then it comes up with pictures. See, as you can see here, this widescreen one. This is a widescreen. I don't know for sure what the dimensions are, but it's more contoured for the size that you need. Here's another one. Here's even another one. See, as you can see, these are a lot of ones that people have already made since I searched templates, but usually I don't like to take those, so I just find one that hasn't been used, one that's just a plain one. Say this, for example. You would go to this, you would right click, you would save image as. You could save it in your pictures, COD, whatever you want to name it as. Save that. Alright, you guys got that down packed. We go back to Panzoid Backgrounder 3. We're going to go to layer 1, upload an image, select. Look, I have tons of other thumbnails for things, so I can make other thumbnails. I don't have to look them up. And you would go to the picture that we just downloaded, which I do not remember which it is. Which one was it? Holy poop. Oh, okay, it was this one. Alright, so you'd go to this one. See, you can either have it like that, but usually fill would be the more appropriate thing. Select. You go to select, you pick that picture, you open it, you fill, layer opacity 1. This one isn't the best example because this one's kind of blurry, but it serves its purpose for the tutorial. Layer 2 is if you want to add something else, because you can move it around using coordinates, stuff like that. Overlays, channel shadow. I don't know how to use the overlays and stuff. I'm not sure quite what it does yet. I just started using this software recently. Text and images. This is where you come into play. Click text, you get some images up, you click on it, select it. Say you're doing a road to 100 no. You would type in road to 100. Oh, but the problem is I haven't quite been able to get. Oh, there's the numbers. Numbers wouldn't pop up for me earlier. I was trying to figure out why. Click OK, and you've got your Road to 100 now. Place it wherever you'd like. Also, which makes this even cooler, see, that could be a thumbnail people could use, people would be happy with that. But the software takes it even further. You have Impact, Verdana, you have all these great fonts, Adventure, whatever that is, Barcode, Basica, I like how that looks. See, certain texts, certain fonts only let certain things, like that one doesn't let numbers, these ones do. But as you can see, they have many great different fonts that you can use, stuff like that, that you can choose for that. Ooh, I like how that looks. That looks kind of fancy. Gradient angle, you can tip it, you can change the colors, you can do all that stuff. And the nice thing about it is it's just not like a base set of colors. You can go through all this, everything in there, and just select what you want. Here you have the positioning, you can move it over, you can move it to the left, or you can just drag it, which is 10 times easier. The coordinates get kind of annoying. Rotation, how turned it is, how turnt it is. Font size, you can make it bigger, as big as you want. You can have it humongous. Text border. See, you can turn this on. Say you're putting it over a different color, you can use this to help contrast it to make it stand out more. Because as you know, thumbnails, people will be, how do I describe it? Thumbnails, a lot of thumbnails now are shown on mobile phones, so you need to make it stand out. You need to make it so people will like recognize it. It'll be something that attracts people. I'm not gonna lie, I watch videos a lot because of thumbnails. You can pick different colors like that. You can adjust the thickness. And then you have the text shadow here. You can make a background for it, as you guys can see there. You can also add more. If you click on this button here, it'll add another one. It's duplicate. It'll just make it, you can change it, and it'll have all the same fonts and everything. Just for example. And it'll have the same fonts and everything. And then you can just change it up. Or if you don't want the same font, you want to change it up, you can exit out of that and you can click on this and it'll complete a brand new template. And then for that to register, you just click off of it. And it's right there, guys. So I hope this, guys, would help you if you're doing YouTube or anything. You don't have time to buy all the fancy schmancy software. You don't have the time or the money to spend on fancy schmancy hardware. And you don't really have any GFX makers to make you any. I think that this will be a great program for you to use so you can make thumbnails that will attract people to watch, stuff like that. So thank you guys all for watching. If this helped you, if you're going to use this software from now on, be sure to leave a like rating below, a little thumbs up. Be sure to share with people so they know the new thumbnail software so they can make their own if they need help. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.